All right, here's a nice question. You're asked to solve for x. I'm seeing x in the denominator, and I don't like that. To solve for it, it's pretty tough to keep it there. So an easy way, maybe not easy, but a way that you can get x's out of the denominator is by using the clear fractions or I hate fractions rule. To do that, you need to get a common denominator, and so you have to look at all the denominators and factor them. So first thing I would do is factor a 3 out of that first one. And then the second one looks to be a difference of squares. And then the last one, can't factor that. Now I'm looking for a lowest common denominator. So I look at the first one, it's got a 3 and an x plus 1 in it. So I need that. X minus 1 I don't have, so I need to include that. X plus 1, I've got it already, so I don't need that. Again, x minus 1, I have it already. So this is my common denominator. So now I don't make all the fractions to have that denominator. Now I multiply every term in the equation by that lowest common denominator. So let me just spread things out a little bit. 3x plus 1 minus 5 and then 7 x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply every one of them by 3 times x plus 1 times x minus 1. You could call it over 1 if you want. 3x plus 1. And notice what I do to 1, I do to all of them. And if you do that, then you're not breaking any rules. Now I can do some canceling. So there's a 3 and an x plus 1. So for this first term, all I'm left with is 1 times x minus 1, or just x minus 1. Okay, minus x minus 1, gone, x plus 1, gone. So I'm left with 3 times 5, or 15, is equal to x minus 1's go. Then I'll have 3 times 7 is 21 times x plus 1. Okay, now I have to solve for x. Let's get rid of the brackets here. So it'll be 21x plus 21 is equal to x. This together would be minus 16. Let's get x's to the right side and numbers to the left side. So I'm going to subtract an x on both sides. So I'll have 20x plus 21 equals minus 16. And if you want to do this all at the same time, you could. So subtract 21 on each side. So I'll have 20x is equal to a negative 37. Divide both sides by 20. So I'll get x is equal to negative 37 over 20. All right, now you could take that and go back to the original equation and plug this in everywhere you see an x there on this side. See what you come up with, and then plug it into there, see what you come up with, and see if the two things are equal. I think with decimals, that'd be fairly straightforward. Let me just try one, just see if it would work. Okay, decimals, graphing calculator. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to go, what was my answer? Negative 37 over 20. Okay, so I'm going 1 divided by 3 times negative 37 over 20. Okay, plus 3. So I have to go over and say plus 3. Yeah, that's going to work. Go over. Minus 5 divided by x squared. So bracket negative 37 divide 20 squared. So go over, whoops, go over bracket squared, and then minus 1, minus 1. Okay, so I'm getting that. If I change it to a fraction, it's negative 140 over 57. Negative 1, I'll put it up here. Negative 140 over 57. All right, let's see what happens. Now that I've started, I got to finish. So now I'm going to have 7 divided by negative 37 over 20. Go over, whoops, go over minus 1. Is that right? Yep. And I get that decimal, I hit the fraction button. Hey, it's the same thing. Negative 140 over 57. Therefore, what I did down here, all my work here was correct. All right, hopefully that helps you with that question.